The average age of a United Airlines 757 is 20 years old. This is Mark with All American Health. We're discussing the age of vehicles and how they work. Why am I talking to you guys about an airplane if we're supposed to be discussing non-emergency medical transportation? Well, let's look at the similarities. United transports human beings. What do? You transport human beings. Now, they go 4 or 5 miles up into the air, travel 400 or 500 miles. It only takes them an hour, maybe 2 hours to get that done. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same thing. They're transporting people. So you should model your company after successful businesses that transport people. You should talk with people and discuss with people that are either in the industry providing services or those that have been in the industry, provided services, and sold their company and moved on to something bigger and better. Both have their own level of expertise. I like owner-operators. I'm an owner-operator. I pretty much own now, but I still get in my vehicle and do my thing. But I seek advice from individuals that are either providing services or running and owning their company, or have bought, transported, built, and sold their company. You should be doing the same thing. So it should be easy for you to sit down and say to yourself, okay, I get why Marcus is talking about United Airlines. It's $1 trillion industry in the business of providing transportation services to human beings. I'm in the business of providing transportation services to human beings, so it makes sense. I'm connecting the dots. But Marcus, you said this video is about maintaining your vehicles. Yeah, you're right. If the average age of a vehicle that United Airlines uses, and their most popular plane is the 757, if the average age of a 757 is 20 years old according to Google, why are you concerned with the fact that your vehicle is 7, 8, 9 years old? Like, why does that matter? Why are you worried about it? Why are you drinking the Kool-Aid from someone telling you that your vehicle has to be a 2021 or newer for you to contract with them? Why are you drinking that Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid not even sweet, but you drink it. Stop. Y'all hear me say that a lot. Stop. There's a reason you hear me say that a lot. The reason you hear me say that a lot is because a lot of y'all doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Stop. A lot of your contracts with brokers, you shouldn't be doing them. Stop. Go do something else. Or go find something in your industry that actually benefits and makes you money. The reason United is able to keep a vehicle on the tarmac and in the air that's 20 years old on average, that means they have a lot of vehicles that are older than 20 years old. But they also have vehicles that are newer than 20 years old. But the way and the reason they're able to maintain that is because of their maintenance on those vehicles. No, you're saying, well, vehicles. Marcus, you're saying vehicles. Say plane. It's a vehicle. A plane is nothing but a vehicle. It got tires, it got doors, it got an engine. Don't that sound like your vehicle? When you're breaking down the type of service you're providing, the last thing on your mind, the last thing on who you're contracting with mind should be the age of your vehicle. Everyone likes new things, but that doesn't mean a new thing is going to produce or give you the product that you're looking for. In your case, the product you're looking for is income. The product that company's looking for is service to their clients. So why would you care or concern yourself with the vehicle's age at this point in time. If you're new to this industry, the only thing on your mind should be is bringing in good contracts that actually make me money, contracts that generate income, not revenue, contracts that can afford me to maintain the vehicle that I purchased. What's a perfect vehicle in this industry? It's currently 2022. The perfect vehicle to me would be a 2014. That 2014, good morning. That 2014 would be just around 120,000 miles. That's a perfect vehicle to me. The reason I think that's a perfect vehicle is because it's old enough that I'm gonna get a good price, but it doesn't have enough miles on it so that I'm having to worry about maintenance immediately. It is something I need to concern myself in the back of my head, but it's not an immediate concern. In comparison to a vehicle, say a 2014 versus a 2019, you're probably talking about a $15,000 to $20,000 difference in those two vehicles. Here's what you could do with that $10,000 to $15,000 difference. You could literally go purchase a new engine and a new transmission for that older model, replace it, put it in your vehicle, and keep it moving. You could buy a brand new engine for $5,000 and a brand new transmission for $4,000. That's $9,000. Put all of that in there at the same time, and that's dealership rates. You put all of that in there at the same time, keep it moving. A lot of you are going through financing to purchase these vehicles, so it makes sense to get the most bang for your buck. But even with that monthly is going to cost you, because at that newer vehicle, unless it's brand new and comes with a warranty, that newer vehicle is going to cost you so much that really it doesn't make sense, because you got to roll in insurance, general liability, commercial, workers' comp for those drivers. It's just so much. And at $70,000 for a brand new vehicle, $70,000, you're paying, you got to be paying upwards of $700, $800 a month. I don't know, because I would never find myself purchasing a vehicle at that price. I go do something else for a living. But bottom line, you shouldn't be looking at that unless the business is already in there. And I'll give you an example. The reason United can have a 20-year-old vehicle is because they're going to replace the parts. Once they get into the vehicle, they're just going to replace the parts over and over and over. So that vehicle's running with new parts. New parts, replacing new parts on a vehicle when you're running a business is far cheaper than going and purchasing brand new after brand new after brand new. A part of your strategy as a business should be to replace your vehicles at a certain amount of time. So that has to be rolled into the price that you're charging the company to provide services. A lot of you aren't including that, because a lot of you are bringing a consumer's mentality into running a business. You're not running it like a business. You're running it like a person that has a 9-to-5 job that just drives their vehicle, drops it off, they go to work, and then they come back and drive the vehicle. A lot of you are thinking that way. The way I know you're thinking that way is because when I first got into the industry, that's how I was thinking. I want everything brand new. I don't want to touch it unless it's brand new, because I want a warranty on it. Well, what are you going to do after the warranty's done? So that money that you're saving by getting that older model vehicle, the money that you're saving doesn't go to your pocket. It goes to a savings account to replace the parts on that vehicle. Say you have a vehicle for 1 year, you purchase a 2014 like I'm suggesting, as opposed to a 2020. Say the difference in the monthly price, say you get it financed, is $300. You should be putting that $300 a month aside. That $300 turns into $3,600 at the end of the year. How much did I say it costs to replace an engine and or a transmission? $4,000 to $5,000. So you got half, or if not 2/3 of it already prepared and saved up. So when that thing go wrong, you already ready for it. See, it goes hand in hand. If your rates aren't that, you can't get that done. So you have to change who you're providing services to, or you have to go find something else to do with your time. We passed minute 5. So here's a nugget. Anybody that's providing services with a broker, you need to send them a letter saying in the next 30 days, we're gonna scale down our services that we're providing to you. And you're gonna spend the next 30 days setting your business up to bring in private pay clients. Okay? You're gonna start working on building your social media digital footprint and attracting clients to your business that actually make you money. That's what you're gonna do. And over those next 30 days, after you send that letter to your broker, let's see where they're at with wanting to adjust your rates or work something out. I guarantee you they will send you a response of one or two things. Okay, thank you for your service, goodbye. Or they're gonna say, well, what can we do to make sure that you continue to provide services with our company? Either one is beneficial to you, because if they're easily able to walk away from that contract or that agreement that you have, I mean, they don't need you in the first place. And you never want to work with someone where they don't appreciate what you're doing. Or the second one, hopefully you could potentially renegotiate your rates. United Airlines doesn't care if you ride with American Airlines. They're still going to provide a service, because the rates that they provide and the contracts that they're closing on constantly has nothing to do with what you decide to do. Their model is set up where we're constantly attracting opportunities. We're constantly bringing in new business. So if the business currently that we're providing doesn't work out, we just move on to someone else. I helped someone book a flight from Seattle to Tampa. The flight was $1,000. This gentleman, he works for an airline and he's still having to pay $1,000. He said he's been flying from Seattle to Florida for 20 years. He's never paid more than $600. Your model should be the same. As things go up and as prices go up, you need to continue to provide and focus on what you're doing. But you should be providing service and focusing on what you're doing by going up with the market, or going up with inflation, or going up with the price of goods. And hopefully this has been helpful.